Okay, so the million dollar question about managing boards and IP mat together. So, just a disclaimer, I had scored a 98.2% score in CBSE 2020. Now, see, what you need to do is make a tentative timeline in your head. You need to be done with your board syllabus by November, and you need to begin with your, say, pre boards and mock tests and your self study and all. And that would go on till March or April, whenever till the board exams are. For IP mat, the thing is, you need to, whenever you begin, you take 1 month to get acquainted with the entire idea of the kind of questions asked, the type of topics which come in, and what are your strength points, what are your weak points which you need to work on. This cycle takes 1 to 2 months depending on you. Now this cycle can happen anytime you want, but right 1 month before the IP mat exam, your focus needs to be completely on the testing. So managing IP mat and boards basically comes during the fallow time you have from, say, June till November, or say after December till February, because a lot of students even like know about IP mat after their board thing is done. So during that time, see, the portion in boards and IP mat overlaps in the sense that an understanding of your concepts and an understanding of the application of the concepts that you know are both prevalent there, but the concepts are different. For verbal ability, if you do your plus 2 English well, I mean that if you're comfortable with reading and if you're comfortable with grammar and writing, IPMAT would not be much of a pressure for you. The EVA section. As far as quants are concerned, you do not prepare exclusively for quant, because a lot of the things which are asked in IPMAT are related to arithmetic or say algebra. Now those things are not actually present in the plus 2 syllabus. Plus 2 syllabus is very much focused about, say, set theory function, so like that is higher level algebra. So this higher level algebra takes an objective thing in the IP mat, and board exams are based on the subjective, the proof, the actual concept, the understanding of the concept. That is what is asked in boards. So now you need to see where are you, which is your stronger suit. So what you can actually do is, if you have mathematics, so when you're preparing for your math, so solve some questions from that topic from your IP mat booklet, or say take a mock test, a section test, whichever you say. So that would ensure that that gives you a two, like it works as a two-way sword. One is, you know the concept, you can prove, say that, say a function is bijective, you can prove that in your board exam. But now you know that if a function is bijective, then how can I use that piece of information to apply in the specific question which is in front of me. So this thing helps you in understand, like developing a higher level understanding of the topic. So in this way, the board and IP math preparation can overlap. But if you are from a non-math background, like treat accountancy as, like, say, arithmetic. Do, like, you need to speed solve questions in the accountancy anyway. Like there's a lot of calculation involved, and there are a lot of, like, half of my tricks which I used in arithmetic were given to me by my accountancy teacher, trust it or not. From percentage calculation to approximation to a lot of speed math tricks, these were given to me by my accountancy teacher, and they helped me a lot during my IP math prep as well. So that is where it makes a difference. If you're a non-math student, your arithmetic would become strong. If you're a math student, your algebra portion would become strong. And after your board exams, whatever is left, you focus on that, and then you collate everything and give it all, everything you have in the last 15 to 1 month of preparation just before the exam. Now that depends on a priority, how much do you want to give it. So you need to, like, work that out and then prepare accordingly. Managing both is not much of a difficult task if your concepts, if you can pay attention in classes and like grasp your concepts well, that is pretty much enough, to be honest.